CIG has confirmed that there's going to be a wipe for Alpha 4.8. The patch is going to go live tomorrow on Wednesday, May 13th. And if you have been sitting on a mountain of aUEC grinding missions all week, telling yourself you would spend it later, well, later is today right now. Because when 4.8 drops tomorrow, that balance will hit 0. We are going to break down what exactly you lose, exactly what survives, and exactly what is waiting for you on the other side. Because DefenseCon opens Thursday, the free fly window opens with it, and this patch is one of the most loaded patch CIG has put out in a while. So CIG confirmed it officially in this week's comms link, which is where they tell you about what's going to happen in this week, and there is no softening it. With the release of 4.8, there will be a full wipe of in-game resources, items, and vehicles purchased with aUEC, and all earned aUEC balances are gone. This is not a partial wipe. This is not a consumable-only reset. This is just the whole thing. And it is the first reset at this scale in over 16 months, you guys. This is not a normal occurrence these days, but this is sad to hear. However, now here is exactly what survives. Straight from CIG, vehicles obtained through Wikaloo are safe. Your blueprints are safe, and any items or vehicle entitled to your account obviously is safe. You paid real money for it, so obviously they're gonna keep that safe. Anything visible in the My Hangar section on the RSI website, that all stays. If it came from the pledge store, if it is an account entitled, it is there when you log back in tomorrow. We all know this. CIG has also confirmed they are introducing additional safeguards with this patch to reduce the exploits and duplication issues that were hitting the economy previously. So this is not just a reset, it's a reset with structural fixes underneath it. So the question people always ask with the wipe is, why now? When you look at what 4.8 is actually introducing, new economy systems, new crafting interactions, item recovery, vehicle loadout snapshots, player-facing support roles, none of that works correctly if you drop it into an economy that has been inflating for 16 months. Also, they have mentioned that they are going to tweak the rewards for the missions, and they're going to increase the value of the rewards that you're going to get from the missions, so that's also good to hear. But here's the thing, guys. The first few weeks after a reset are some of the best things you can do in the game. Everyone is grinding for the same thing, so the universe is actually going to be more alive. People don't have money anymore, so they're gonna do more missions and you're gonna meet more people and things are gonna get more dangerous maybe, or more interesting. This is what Star Citizen is all about. So with the unfortunate event that it's all gonna be wiped, I think the game is overall gonna be more interesting, especially because of the free fly. A lot of people are gonna come in, and I'm actually gonna make a guide on how to make millions if you're starting from zero, if you're a new player, or if you're just got hit with the wipe. So stay tuned for that. Now let's talk about what is actually happening this week, because the schedule is stacked. Today is Tuesday, May 12th. The official DefenseCon manufacturer schedule comlink goes live. This is your planning document. Read it before Thursday so you know exactly what ships are available on which days and can structure your time in the verse around those rotations. So basically, every 2 days, a new manufacturer comes in place, and the first one being, obviously, because this is now Drake DefenseCon. So let's break it down. So on Thursday, the 14th, the doors to the Bevic Convention Center in Area 18 opens. This is DefenseCon 2956 is live, and day one is Drake Interplanetary. And yes, a ship Q&A comlink covering the Ironclad, the Ironclad Assault, and the Pitbull will be live that day. CIG says they will be updating that comlink throughout the event, so bookmark it and check back regularly. Guys, if you don't know what a comms link is, it's basically an article on CIG's website communicating what updates there are. And I'm gonna leave a link for it below. So moving on to Friday the 15th, Star Citizen Live is running at DefenseCon Showcase stream at 1400 UTC on Twitch. CIG's word, an enormous roundtable discussion with live in-game visuals of every flyable ship being introduced at this year's event. If you want to see the ships actually fly before you decide to rent or buy anything, this is the stream you catch. On Saturday the 16th, which is day 3, Origin Jumpworks, RSI, and Kruger Intergalactic take the floor, with a dedicated ships Q&A comlink for the Origin M50 dropping the same day. And for non-backers, Star Citizen is free to play for the entire duration of DefenseCon, May 14th through May 27th. 13 days of full game access with zero cost. CIG has also confirmed referral bonuses are active. rewarding both the veteran doing the referring and the new player being bought in. So rewarding both the veteran doing the referring and the new player being brought in. So with that said, guys, I have a referral code that you can use in the description below if you want to check out the game. You will have extra credits and a bunch of extra goodies once you use my link to join into the game. So with more details on exactly what those bonuses are coming soon. Plus, Twitch drops are live for the full 2 weeks. Tune in to any participating channel for 4 hours and you walk away with free in-game items. If you know someone on the fence about Star Citizen, send them the link this week. The timing has never been better. Fresh economy, there's a new patch, biggest event of the year or half of the year, and the universe is going to be alive, very alive, because of the wipe and the event and the free flight. Let's have our fingers crossed that the servers can handle it, okay? Because we've had problems with this amount of traffic, usually degrades the server, but hopefully that doesn't happen. The DefenseCon is coming, so let's talk about ships. So Drake is leading the event, and they are coming in heavy. The Ironclad goes flight ready with 4.8, a large armor freighter built for high-risk operations and large fleet engagements. But the ship itself is almost secondary to what it introduces. The Ironclad is the first vessel in Star Citizen roster to launch with vehicle command modules live and operational. The command pod operates independently from the main hull. It can be destroyed without taking down the whole ship. It can be evacuated mid-mission, reconfigured between engagements, and operated separately from the rest of the vessel. This is new gameplay, not just a new module. The Caterpillar also gets its command module made functional this patch, so the Caterpillar owners rejoice because this finally, after all these, literally a decade, and this feature is finally here. Alongside the Ironclad Assault, same hull, different intent. The Assault strips back cargo capacity and loads out for combat-first configurations. 2 variants, 1 new mechanic, and they are both available from day 1. Also, debuting on Thursday with Drake, the Pitbull. CIG is keeping details tight on this one ahead of the reveal, but the name, the timing, and everything Drake stands for points clearly in one direction. We will know exactly this on Thursday. But the Pitbull is a tiny, hopefully not snub, because, ships without a quantum drive, what is that? It's kind of useless unless you're a big org. But even then, I haven't seen like gameplay for snubs that are actually useful in the game. But we'll see. Hopefully it has a quantum drive. If it doesn't, then it may have a role in the verse. Moving to Saturday lineup, Origin Jumpworks bring the M80, a heavy fighter sitting at the high end of Origin's combat offerings. Origin has been building toward a serious, capable combat ship for a while, and the M80 fills that space. If you have been waiting for an Origin ship that actually wants to fight, this is the one. The dedicated ship Q&A comlink goes live Saturday, so questions about specs, sizing, and hardpoints will get answered then. Beyond Drake and Origin, expect Misk, Aegis Mirai, Grey Cat, Argo, and Kruger to all rotate throughout the full 2 weeks event. Check the manufacturer's schedule, comlink going live today, for the full breakdown of which manufacturer is on the floor on which day. Daily ships rentals are free at the kiosk inside the Bevic Convention Center. Test what you want to test and wait for the final or the finale if you want everything available at once. I'm also going to make a video about that because you can actually make a lot of money using this feature alone. You can rent any ship in the game, and some ships will allow you to get like specific missions that you weren't able to get before. But what about the 4.8 patch that has a wipe in it? What will that entail? Well, we've talked about this before, so we're going to make a quick overview of what is actually coming and what is committed and what is tentative in this patch. So the headlining feature is the tactical strike groups. CIG's own words, space combat, a trench run, boost on the ground FPS action, and a massive showdown to cap it all off. This is a large-scale multi-role PvE mission structured built around coordinated fleet and infantry combat against the Vandal. Now, fighters, support ships, FPS teams, every role gets its moment. And the encounter includes a Vandal capital ship engagement at the end. This has never happened before. Guys, we're going to be fighting a Vandal capital ship. So that's pretty exciting. If you have a regular crew, you always know what you are doing Wednesday night. If you have always played solo, CIG themselves said this might be the time to find your pack. And I have some opinions about this because I am a solo player myself. I don't have not even 10 friends to enjoy this event with. So either they put social, you know, the social tools that they talked about before, where, for example, I could join an org that is going through this mission and I could just maybe use the turrets or be an engineer in their capital ship and have those access while the mission is running and revoke that access after the mission is done. Something along those lines. But until then, you have to either talk to the chat and hope someone will let you play with them, or you have friends basically and play with them, which some of us just don't. So that's the tactical strike groups. Now, Ship Hangar Service Tier 0 is also going live with this patch. However, it is tentative on the roadmap. So if that changes, I'll keep you updated. But for now, it is still tentative. Now, capital and sub-capital ships with hangars can now rearm, refuel, and repair smaller ships docked inside them. Provided they are carrying the required materials, the Starfarer, for example, are getting dedicated refueling missions to go with it. Actual loops for support roles finally operational. So not only support from the capital ships, but also refuelers and refueling gameplay. We're also getting major update to the item recovery, which brings vehicle loadout snapshots. If you look at the terminals where you buy or rent your ships, you're gonna see this on your screens. With this update, your ships come back from a reclaim configured the way you had them, not just the stock loadout that you had before. If you have been avoiding your best loadouts out of fear of losing them forever, that concern is now substantially smaller, which I think this is a big factor of why they had to do the wipe, just for this system to be functional. Now, on the FPS side, the UTI Flex crossbow is in. High damage, heavy ball drop, slow flow up shots, a skill-dependent weapon that rewards understanding its mechanics. The Scorched Plasma Grenade detonates on impact and leaves a persistent damage field. The Hammerhead also gets its gold standard reward this patch, and Xenothreat is confirmed to return in the 4.8.3 point patch, so mark that one on your calendar now if you are interested in Xenothreat. Two more things before we close this out. Squadron 42 remains confirmed for a 2026 release. Now, CSG reaffirmed again recently and they are not walking it back. The cast Mark Hamill, Henry Cavill, Gary Oldman, Gillian Anderson, Liam Cunningham means this will not be a quiet launch when it arrives. Keep it on your radar. Guys, this could be delayed, but they are trying as best as they can, even like deleting CitizenCon, maybe just to focus on this. So fingers crossed we get it this year. If not, then early next year. But more than that is just like, no, hopefully. And CitizenCon, speaking of which, is not happening this year. CIG has officially confirmed there will be no CitizenCon in 2026. Major reveals will come through other formats, whatever those are. Adjust your expectations accordingly. This is everything going this week. Wipe confirmed 4.8 is going live tomorrow, Wednesday, May 13th. DefenseCon opens Thursday, the 14th. And the free fly is running 13 days for everyone. The next video is the one you want to share, a real guide for everyone playing during DefenseCon, whether you own the game or you are flying free, on exactly how to stack aUEC fast in a fresh post-wipe economy with nothing but time and the right knowledge. So stay tuned for that video. I'm going to make a full guide on how to make money after all this shenanigans that has happened. So if you like this video and you want to stay tuned to the next video I make, sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the verse.